reactions over Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's proposal to broaden Israel's military campaign in Gaza. On August 8, 2025, the Security Cabinet approved a 5-point plan that includes taking security control of Gaza City and other parts of the Strip. The plan, argued by Netanyahu as a measure to free our hostages, has sparked fierce domestic and international backlash. A wave of protests swept through Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and beyond, bolstered by powerful voices such as families of hostages. They warned that an expanded offensive could endanger the lives of the remaining 50 captives, only around 20 of whom are believed to still be alive. One campaign group declared, "Expanding the fighting endangers the hostages and the soldiers. The people of Israel are not willing to risk them." The protests have drawn support from a diverse cross-section of Israeli society, including former soldiers, who have begun refusing to serve. One ex-combatant, Max Kresh, cited principled opposition. "We're over 350 soldiers who refuse to continue to serve in Netanyahu's political war that endangers the hostages, starving innocent Palestinians in Gaza." Amid mounting pressure, families of hostages called for a national strike to force action. Organizers framed it as a stand for both hostages and soldiers, embracing the slogan, "Silence kills. The country stops to save the hostages and the soldiers." It is now international concern, an escalating humanitarian crisis. Netanyahu's announcement coincided with a deepening humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. The UN warns of looming famine, noting alarming child malnutrition. Nearly 100 children have died from acute hunger since October 2023, with 37 deaths recorded since July alone. Over 61,400 Palestinians have been killed, and more than 153,000 wounded in the conflict. International actors echoed concerns. Belgium formally summoned Israel's ambassador to protest the plan, while Turkey's foreign minister slated discussions with Egypt's leadership to address the Gaza offensive. Meanwhile, amid mounting diplomatic efforts, U.S., Qatari, and Egyptian mediators are racing to finalize a ceasefire and hostage deal. Proposals include Israeli withdrawal, demilitarization of Gaza, the creation of a new civilian authority, and the release of remaining hostages. Despite swelling opposition, Netanyahu has remained resolute in his objectives. He outlined the plan's aims: disarming Hamas, freeing hostages, demilitarizing Gaza, securing Israeli control, without permanent occupation, and establishing a non-Hamas, non-Palestinian Authority civilian administration. In essence, what began as a military strategy intended to exert pressure on Hamas has transformed into a seismic political crisis within Israel. Citizens, soldiers, and families of hostages are demanding a ceasefire and hostage deal, even as Israel pursues a more expansive military operation. The situation is compounded by a humanitarian emergency in Gaza and intensifying international scrutiny, raising the stakes to unprecedented levels.